So how can you start bringing spirituality into your 9 to 5, into your job and into your career? Well, I have to say, start with breathing. I know this sounds so obvious, but it's crazy the amount of times that we hold our breath, or we use this short breath here and we're using just this top part of our lung and we're not deep breathing. When we use this upper breath here, so think about when you're driving a car, we tend to breathe from this sort of chest area here because we're ready for things to come out at us. We're ready, and we're ready to kind of fight, flight, move, defend ourselves, that kind of thing. When we're at work, we tend to be here too. So practicing moments throughout your day and really sinking down, put your hands on your belly. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out and push your belly out. I know it sounds a bit counterintuitive, but push your belly out. And what that will do is remind your mind, yourself, to breathe from the belly, and that's more calming. It calms down your nervous system, and it will just bring that stress level down. So practicing this throughout the day, you can set reminders on your phone. You could do it every time you go to the toilet. If you're like me, I drink loads of water through the day and I constantly need to go to the bathroom. And that could be the break that you need, where you just start that breathing practice and just making yourself very consciously aware and being very mindful of your breath and that breathing technique. And if you're breathing always from your chest, or you're sinking into your belly and you're allowing yourself just to calm down and let the stress fall and come down. Another one is setting boundaries. Think about your work now, your career, whatever it is that you do. Think about what boundaries you could start putting in place that will allow you to protect your energy. So we're thinking about not having people interrupt you whenever they feel like it. Can they interrupt more on your terms? Is there a boundary you can put in there that perhaps between the hours of 2 and 4, you have a do not disturb kind of mode on? Is that something you could incorporate? Or maybe you do a boundary with your emails, that you will only look at your emails at the beginning and the end of every day. There's been some employers that I have worked for, and that was the rule. You only do the beginning or the end of the day. And then other employers that you should have your emails open all the time and respond immediately to an email that comes in, which is crazy. That's just crazy. Anyway, is there a boundary you can set with that? And it will allow you to kind of chunk your time better and allow you to have a time where you perhaps just do your emails, or perhaps a time when you do your projects, or if you're looking after a team, etc., etc. So think about right now, on a normal day-to-day basis, where can you set boundaries in your work? What could you do? So really have a good look at what your day looks like and where you can set a boundary to protect your energy, and start implementing that now. The next thing I want you to do is feel your feet on the floor. So this is whether you're stood or you could be sat down. Feel your feet. What this will do is take you out of your head, out of here, and on the floor of your feet. So it doesn't matter if you're on a tower block or first floor, ground floor, etc. It doesn't matter, but just imagining that your feet are on the ground and you can just really, really feel your feet. You're on solid ground. You're very stable. You're there. Do you know that feeling? So you're feeling more secure, and it will bring that stress level down. Like, I feel really grounded. I can feel the floor underneath my feet. I feel connected to the earth. I am very grounded. That works wonders when things are getting a bit stressful, because again, like I said, everything is always up here when we're stressed, right? Like, it's always this top part of our bodies. I just find that stress is up here. So if we can just think about our feet on the ground to help ground ourselves. Which leads me into the next thing about having an affirmation. So it could be as literally as, I am grounded, I am safe, I am secure, I'm at ease, I'm at ease at work. Whatever affirmation it is for you that just allows you to feel that stress sort of melt away, that stress is melted away. I'm melting away any stress, you can pick whatever feels right for you and write it on post-it notes and stick it around your desk. Put one on your screen. You could put one in your drawer if you don't want people to see it. Pop it in your drawer, pop it in your handbag. Think about where and what you look at the most during the day. I'm always in my handbag, so maybe in your handbag on your phone? Can you put it on the back of your phone, or in your phone cover? Could you put it in the front of your phone, on the phone screen? You know, just utilize the spaces and the things you look at all the time to put your affirmation, and then allow yourself to repeat it. And actually, when you tie in all of those things together, breathing in, holding, and breathing out, and really using your belly to breathe, your feet firmly on the ground to feel really grounded, and saying an affirmation in your head, and that stress level will start to reduce, start to dissipate, and you'll start to feel much better and much more spiritually in alignment with you, and you can make decisions from a much more grounded space and a grounded place to be. This one, I just want to talk about leadership. If you're in a leadership role, really thinking about being more empathetic to your staff, and understanding where they're coming from, because I know I've been a manager, I've been a senior manager, and sometimes when people come out with things, or they're constantly late for work, or whatever it might be, and you're just getting frustrated, but we're not them. And I think it's just empathizing, understanding where they're coming from, and there's always a reason behind something, there's always a reason why we do everything, you know, and it's just allow yourself to have that empathy and understanding, and it all not always be it's by the book, by the rules. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't always need to be, well, they were 15 minutes late for work, that means their pay gets doctored, or that means XYZ. Do you know, I just always feel, if every manager really I've worked for, more flexibility can come into play. We're all people, and it's always really key to remember with people, and with people come situations and problems, and it's always just adapt. Everyone has a different life and a different way of thinking and a different upbringing, and just allow yourself to be a bit more empathetic will allow you to just understand your team much better. So yeah, if you are into a leadership role, just to let yourself be a bit more empathetic. Final tip I just want to sneak in here is about thinking about protecting your energy at work. And this is about a spiritual energy. So thinking about, we all have our energy fields. So thinking about when someone gets in our space, and our personal space, that's what we want to protect. There's a few different ways that you can do this. If you're advanced in spirituality, I would recommend doing the bubble energy, imagining a ball and bubble of light around you, and that nothing can come in and affect this. Another thing, if you're not into that, is having a crystal, and it could be just a very small little bit of black tourmaline is amazing for protective energy. It's this tiny little black crystal you can get big bits, or just tiny bits, and just pop that in your pocket. If you wear a blazer at work, pop it in your pocket. If you wear trousers with pockets, pop it in. If you've got your handbag next to you all the time, put it in there. If you want to put it on your desk, put it on your desk, but just have it around you and work with it. Look at it, touch it, feel it, have it there. That's really, really key, and that will help protect your energy, and it helps protect against negative co-workers, or people who they've just got drama. Everyone has the drama, right? Like, just protect yourself against that. And it's just those small little steps and those small little things to start bringing in spirituality into your work life, and allow you to have that 9-to-5 corporate spiritual work-life balance will dramatically affect your life and your work, and it will just be so much better. Make this the time that you really allow yourself to mix your spirituality, being a modern day spiritual woman, and career and work together, and allow them to come into a bit more of a perfect balance and harmony with each other. And nobody needs to know you're doing it. You don't have to declare it, you know, you can just do it for yourself, and things will change. Things will absolutely change for you. You will be absolutely blown away by what happens and how work shifts and changes. Honestly, it's amazing. Do you find that you go along with other people, and you just go along with what your friends want or your family want, and you don't say what you really want because you don't want to create conflict or create a drama, right? We end up suppressing our voices, quietening ourselves down. We tell our inner world, our inner voice, our self-esteem to just basically shh and be quiet, right? You don't want to hear it. And when we do that, we lose confidence in our ability to make decisions for ourselves, that our dreams are really our dreams, that our desires are really our desires, and we quieten it down and we suppress it all the way down. It's time to change that. In this transformative course, you are going to feel empowered. You are going to feel like your confidence has just elevated to an amazing level that you have never experienced before. You're going to feel so inspired. You're going to believe in yourself. You are going to trust the information and the knowledge and everything that comes up within you. You'll make choices like and decisions, and you won't allow everyone else to make it all for you. You will take control of your life and you'll feel empowered. If this is something you want to experience and you want to become, click the button down below, get started. It is time to leave this nice girl era, this nice girl image behind and start living a bold life today.